dressed just like he should live in Boca Raton, Florida, where he does with his wife, Andrea, expecting their second child like this coming Wednesday.
Voss playing a pretty traditional line. He's going to start to the left of the center. He's going to slide in this area and go in this area. It's almost like you'd see on the old lacquer lanes, Chris, instead of the polyurethane lanes of today.
With a victory today, Brian could become the 4th two-time winner this year. He won the Paula Carter in Homestead, Florida, earlier this year. And now Rick Steelsmith, with a strike up, he'll be shooting on the right lane. Big double. Leading by 10 pins.
Steelsmith with just an ideal style. Look at that steady head, the concentration. He opens his hand up at this point, but all his positions are straight ahead. He'll pull his left shoulder back as he drives through on the pivot step. Terrific wrist action. And has obviously bowled great all week long. Two of the best bowling technicians here, Chris, in the very first match.
Three-bagger for Rick Steelsmith, who bowls out of Wichita, Kansas, where we go later on our tour of cities.
Voss with a very powerful grip. He digs those fingers in just past the first knuckle, sets that wrist solid. He doesn't cuff his wrist, and he snaps it as he lets go of the ball.
Double keeps him 10 pins away as Brian Voss is 10-0 head-to-head in his last 3 TV appearances, and he's won 3 titles. Here's why he's had success.
Well, I had a few easy matches, and I had a few matches where I needed to strike out in the 10th frame to win, and I happened to get those strikes. I think I might be inducing labor if I have some exciting matches today, because my wife's due on Wednesday. We'll see.
Parents of Joshua. All right, Brian Voss back in the pocket with solid hits. We're in Riverside, California. As we go away, we want you to take a look at one of the many gathering places in downtown Riverside.
Plain Desert Eggs.
We're at the Town Square Lanes in Riverside, California, about 60 miles east of Los Angeles. Beautiful day. Happy, knowledgeable crowd here watching Rick Steelsmith now. He was going for a 4-bagger. This was in the 4th frame, and he's left the 2-pin, Nelson.
Chris, the right-hand lane hooks about 5 boards more than the left-hand lane, simply because of the way the wood is set down, and Steelsmith gives it a lot of room but leaves the 2-pin. And all the players felt that this right-hand lane is the key to victory today. The only 2 missed shots have been on this lane.
All right. Rick elaborates on the differences between lane conditions in international competition and on the Pro Bowlers Tour.
I think on the PBA Tour, we have our own lane maintenance crew, and they're able to control the conditions each week. And in international competition, sometimes the lane conditions are a lot more spotty, and a lot of times drier, and the scores are often lower due to the fact that they don't have a lane maintenance crew, I think, that travels with their international tournaments.
Prideful statement here in this country. We do a lot of things much better than they do elsewhere.
I agree, Chris, but also with both these players have international experience. Brian Voss, 4 years in the military. He was the all-services champion in 1979 and 1980. The tougher conditions or spottier conditions that Steelsmith alluded to, I think, make you a better bowler.
Then reality set in. Also Stark, leaving the 4-6-7 for Brian Voss on that troublesome right lane, Bo.
Right, Chris. He just doesn't give it enough room. He quickly up with another ball. He just tried to knock out the 4-7.
So a momentary setback, he hopes, for Brian Voss in this very first game, with the winner to move ahead in our stepladder format against David Traber of Woodstock, Illinois.
Voss, with 10 consecutive victories on the PBA Tour, is trailing by 14 now. And the record for the man trailing through the 5th frame, he loses 80% of the matches this year. So Voss has to change the odds right here if he wants to keep his streak going.
And there's a 10-pin on the left lane. When he won the Paula Carter, he became the $7th million earner among the bowlers. That was in Homestead, in Homestead Classic, where he won 4 matches. Spent a lot of time in his lifetime in the state of Washington. Rick Steelsmith got his associate degree graduating from Vincennes University, bowling management degree, and on to Wichita State.
Interesting footwork as he is bothered by something off to the side.
Off to his left.
Chris, that's hard to stop in the middle of the approach. Shows you how much momentum he has as he's pushing the ball away as he starts the 5-step delivery. And we had a tight shot of his feet there. He actually steps across on his 3rd step and then drives that swing inside out. Now he's recollecting himself here. Could take a 24-pin lead. Watch how he walks across, then inside out. Great arm swing.
High hit, but a great result.
Well, Steelsmith has only won 1 game in a championship round, and right now he's in a driver's seat over Brian Voss. Now let's see how he positions himself on the left-hand lane. This is a tighter lane. He's going to start here. Remember I said he steps across in this zone. And he's going to roll the ball between the 2nd and 3rd arrows. Great inside-out arm swing.
And now he's faced with a single pin spare. It is the 6th pin on the left lane as David Traber will meet the winner. The match continues to stay loose off to our right. Occasionally you'll hear a pin fall.
Super break Steelsmith got there, tripping out the 4-7. He threw it a little soft, could have ended up with a 4-6-7 split, as did Voss in the 5th.
Here in Southern California, the weather in Riverside is magnificent, providing a perfect backdrop for downtown structures like this one.